Welcome to World in 2 Minutes. These are your headlines. The World Health Organization has set up a global response unit to deal with the outbreak of the birth defect that has been linked to the Zika virus. The WHO's Director General says there's an urgent need for international effort to learn whether the virus causes microcephaly. The declaration opens up access to money and scientific resources worldwide. Meanwhile, Brazil has said it won't cancel this year's Olympics in Rio because of the virus. Authorities say the only people at risk from Zika are pregnant women and that it won't affect athletes at the Games. BP has reported its worst annual loss in 20 years. British Petroleum lost $6.5 billion in 2015. This includes a 91% drop in its fourth quarter profits. After the announcement, its shares fell 6.8%. Oil prices have been on a steady decline for months. In January, Brent Crude fell to below $28 a barrel. The UN has announced the peace talks in Geneva aimed at ending the war in Syria have formally begun. The High Negotiations Committee representing the Syrian opposition says it will leave the talks with the Assad regime after a few days if efforts to end civilian suffering in Syria aren't taken. The war in Syria has killed at least 260,000 people and displaced half the country's population. The UN says it's working toward a ceasefire and expects the talks to last 6 months. The King of Spain is set to meet the leader of the Socialist Party on Tuesday. Spain hasn't had a government since the end of December, and Felipe began negotiating with leaders of main political parties last month. He proposed that acting Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy retain the post, but he didn't accept the nomination because he didn't have enough parliamentary support to win. His party has suggested Pedro Sanchez be nominated, but it's unclear what Felipe plans to do. Thanks for watching. TRTworld.com, Istanbul.